Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today is day 3 of Songtember. And we're going to be looking at some drums today. But first, going to kick off with somebody's work in progress Songtember track. The incomparable Joe and Barry Glenn. If I had sound put up. We'll try that again. Maybe.
Started out as a single cell when the world began, as I hear tell, with just a blob with a primitive brain, the bottom of the food chain. Slithered out the primordial ooze. We had no feet, we didn't need shoes. Evolution is the name of the game. Yeah, bottom of the food chain. People evolve, people change, some people stay the same. You're of the latter, let me explain. You're still bottom of the food chain. People evolve, but people change. But some people, they just stay the same. You're of the latter, let me explain. You're still bottom of the food chain. Surface when you feel the rain. You're still bottom of the food chain.
Bomb. Yeah. Joe and Barry Glenn. Bottom of the food chain, that is called. Exciting times because I have been asked to play drums on that. Got a bit of a, you know what? When I first heard it, I was like, is this Joe and Barry Glenn going all Nirvana on me? I can't wait to play some death metal drum beats over the top of that. Oh, it's going to be sick, man. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the show. Sorry I'm a little bit late. The internet decided to go down right on 6 a.m. So I had to go reboot my router and hope for the best. But we're here, so that's all that's important. If you are watching over on Facebook, welcome to you. You can always join us over here on the YouTube at youtube.com/Starr, or you can head over to the Twitch at twitch.tv/howtoapp on iOS, or you can watch the show daily in the browser. Let's say hello to folks who are here in the chat with us today. Boom, Gary Hubs. Hello, Panda Get. Ching Ching. Hello, Thomas Christ. Hello, Kim Harden Hudson. Hello, Sai. If good to see you. Hello, Gary Hubs. Hello, Audible Video. Hello to you. Hello. I may have missed people at the start because I lost all my chat. And yeah, that's what happened when I had to do a reboot. I lost everything. Russ 8889 needs to go for a shit, everybody. He needs to go for a shit. In case you didn't read it, I've just announced it. So Russ is taking a big dump right now. Just imagine Russ sitting on the toilet. Oh man, where am I going with this one? I think I need one too now. Hello, Brad Example, my friend. Good to see you. Hello, Joe Glenn. Hello to you. Andy Goldsby is here. He's just released his new single for Songtember. Super fast out the gate. Rock and roll. Did I see Hambo Hounslow is here as well? Did I see Kev Hart here, or was I dreaming it? I don't know. I'm just dreaming it. I just want him to be here, that's all. Thomas Christ, I said, is the other Thomas here as well? Did I miss the other Thomas? Man, I am so out of it. I think I've got everybody. Patrick Chandler, hello to you. Hello, Adam, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well in the hood. I think I got everybody. Cool. Let's jump in and have a look at price drops, because funnily enough, I did a show yesterday on Shimmer, and what do you know? It's on sale. So if you're thinking about getting it yesterday and didn't, you'll save $1 if you get it today. Not much else has changed in the old price drops department, so let's not worry about it. You will notice something up above me. Oops, I'm not on camera. Where's my camera? Bring it back. Bring it on back. There I am. Up there. See up in the top corner? If you've got a phone, you can hold it against it and see what happens. But we'll be talking more about that in tomorrow's show when we talk about branding and such. Yeah? Thinking outside the box for branding. It's going to be a fun show. Today, looking at drums in GarageBand and a few different methods you can do to make drums. And I'll be working on my song a little bit as well. So I have made a few changes, predominantly to drums. So that's what I have been doing. Let's, without further ado, open up GarageBand. And I guess I'll play you a couple of the new versions of the FMC songs, then we'll jump into some drums, yeah? So, what do we have here? We've got Wank Snot Sandwich. What is Wank? I can't remember. Have I changed this yet? No, I haven't done this. I've set it up for today. So there's that. Wank Snot Sandwich. Such a beautiful title. So I am at 7 songs now. Can you believe that? So we've got Snorting My Rapist's Ashes. Now I'm doing version control here. So we're up to my second version for this particular song. And this one still has, so it looks like it has some, all right, let's see where we're at with this. I'm going to mute these two. Cool. So this is Snorting My Rapist's Ashes, and I'll leave the, where are the drums? I don't know where my drums are. That's odd. Why is it playing the Sunset Kit? That's really bizarre. I have no idea. What? Why is my keyboard playing a different drum kit? That's so bizarre. I'm going to reboot GarageBand. That seems really bizarre. I've never seen that before. I don't even have, that was a completely different drum kit. Let's close out a few things. I know why that was. I know now. I know I'm stupid. I am stupid. Okay. Snorting My Rapist's Ashes. Wonderful song. So I've actually started working on this particular song here, and I've moved the drums out of GarageBand into Digistix too. So I'll give you a play of this just so you can hear what's going on with the song, and then we'll jump into another project I think that I had prepared. 29 seconds, exactly. That's how long that song goes for. Yep. 29 seconds. Is it a record? No, it's not. There's faster songs, trust me. Let's have a look at Up the Guts and Down the Fuckhole. We'll just call it Up the Guts. And as you can see, with this particular one, I have already gone in and started messing with the drums. Let me just mute the old drums, the new drums. So we'll mute all these out. And we'll unlock the GarageBand drums, and we'll show you what's going on. So this song's virtually finished now. Well, not finished, the demo's finished. So we'll have a play of this. Okay, so what you will notice, hopefully you will notice, if I solo these drums, those drums are super muddy, yeah? There's a lot going on in there. I'm using the SoCal kit. I think I'm using the SoCal kit. We'll make sure. It's set to sunset, yeah? So when we get up to this fast bit, let's listen to the drums by themselves. But when we get to this fast bit at the end, it gets super muddy. And it sounds like shit. It sounds like utter shit, yeah? So you can hear those kicks just totally dominating the entire process. So first, what I'm going to show you is how to, you're only using the GarageBand drums, get a better sound. I've gone over this over many videos before, but let's do it all again. So first, I'm going to duplicate this track. Just so we've got these ones still. Always a good idea to duplicate things before you mess around. And I'm going to select all these and then join them. So they're all one piece. Now I'm going to go in here and duplicate a whole bunch of drum tracks. So we want more control over our drums, yeah? So I think that's all we'll need for now. We'll probably go on overkill there. Now I'm going to double click on the actual single drum kit that has all of the MIDI information, which has, as you can see here, it's got the kicks down the bottom here, the snare, we've got an open hat and a crash, and up the top we've got a ride up there. So these are all the things we need to separate. So first, what I'm going to do with my magic finger is grab all these kicks, just drag over the top of them, copy, you know what, let's do it again, click on them, and this time, actually we'll leave these, so I'm going to leave the kicks. We'll start on the actual snares, boom, grab them all, copy, and what you need to do is move your marker all the way to the first actual hit of the snares. So it's the first beat. Now that I've selected them all, I'm going to cut. So now they're gone. I'm going to jump out of there, go into the next track here, tap on it, and hit edit. And now we're in the track below. Make sure the marker's at the beginning, touch on the screen, and hit paste. And now all those snares are in a separate track. Boom, that's done. Let's do the same for the next set of things. We want to leave the kicks in the original track. So now we've got hats. I'm going to drag my finger over all these hats. Remember, always put your marker at the beginning of the first one so you know where to paste in the next track. It's a good thing. It'll save you headaches. Save you lots of undos. So now I'm going to cut all of these, hit done, drop down to the track below, hit edit, and now that marker, oh man, I didn't see that? I didn't, oh no, I did. See how I've moved that marker into place and now it's all ready to go. So now when I go into edit, touch the screen here, bring up edit, and then paste, it will put all those hats into the correct position. So now we'll go in and go to the top one again, double tap, edit. I know this is a fuck around, but I tell you what, this is the way to go. Now I know the crashes start at the beginning, so I can move the marker to there. Now I'm going to cut all of these, jump down to the next track here, hit edit. I know my marker's at the start of the project, hit paste, done. It's a pretty laborious, kind of boring thing to do, but you will see. So now we have rides here. And where is the ride? This first ride starts there. So now I can go in, grab all of these, tap on them, cut, hit done, go down to this drum track here, touch, edit, and paste. Super simple. Paste. Now all these drums are all separated. So if we play them back now that we've got them all, you can see they're all, I'll go back here, you can see they're all soloed. We have total control over the entire kit. So now you can go in and actually add effects to each individual track. All right. Laborious, I know, to do it, but very much worth it in the end if you're using GarageBand drums. Right. But there are alternatives to using the GarageBand drums. So now even if we bring all these drums back in, make sure all the new ones are muted. And what I'll do is we'll pull all the guitars down, pull everything down. We'll bring this bass track up here, up with the guitars. Guitars, mate, guitars. And I'm going to pull everything down up to the drums and hit play. Now we'll start bringing everything in. So we've got kicks. Let's bring in some bass. Go back to the start. So there you go. That is how you split drums up. If you needed a refresher, I wanted to make sure we go over that. Super simple to do. Much more control over your drums. Hello to anybody who I've missed in the chat. Who have I missed? Ed Zielinski, hello to you. Who else have I missed? Black Covers, hello to you. I hope you're doing well. So these are your drum tracks in GarageBand split up. Let's look at another way to do drums before I move over to Digistix. I hope we've got enough tracks here in GarageBand. We don't get many tracks. This is the alternative method. Hello, be jamming since birth. There is an alternative method. So, in the description of this show, there is a link to my drum pack. So it's about 1 gigabyte of my acoustic drum stuff. So you can download that for free. If you like, if you don't like, don't do it. There you go. So I'm going to be using some of the drums from that pack today. And what I've gone and done, I don't want this. Why? Let's get rid of that. I'm going to bring in my files app here. Drag this up here. This is my drum sample pack. So yeah, there's 1 gigabyte of drums, heaps of drums, toms, snares, everything, full kits, really great sounds in here. I have my little metal pack here. This is what I'm using for FMC, so I can test these out. There's a ride sound, my crash. Oops, it's crash again. We got a snare sound. So we got a nice cracking snare for this metal stuff. Now, what I have done is, if you want to import, because you don't have to use the GarageBand drums at all. There's other ways around it. And you don't have to use something like Digistix. You can do the painstaking way of importing. Are there nice hats in that pack? Yes, nice hats. Really pleasant ones, like really nice ones with feathers in them. And there's a bowler hat. There's so many. There's beanies, summer hats with flowers in them. All the hats you can think of. So what I've gone ahead and done in advance with GarageBand, if you want to import WAV files or samples, you have to put them in the GarageBand transfer folder within the Files app, yeah? So I've already gone ahead and dumped all these sounds in the GarageBand transfer folder. So let's get rid of this. So all I need to do now is make sure I have some tracks. So we'll duplicate a few just clean vocal tracks, and now I'm going to go up the top here, and you can see I've just typed in FMC because they're all named. So now here are all my drum tracks here. So if I want to bring in a kick, I can just grab this kick, drag it in, and now we can start. Let's solo, go back to start. So we have a kick, bang. Now I can actually match stuff up with this song. So we have our kicks up here. Let's bring the kicks down. Now I can see my kicks, right? Which is pretty cool. So I can actually drag this in there. So there's my first kick. And now instead of like having to drag in another copy, I can just copy this and just go in the second track here and start pasting in my double kicks, because that is what we are doing with this particular song. So again, painstaking, but absolutely possible to do. And Kev Hart, who's in the band with me in Desea, this is how he does all of his drums. Right, now that we've made 4 of these, you guessed it, we can go and copy these. Copy, and then we can start pasting them in. So you can take out some of the time by... Did I do that right? I think I did that right. I think I've missed one there. That sucks. Let's do this. Let's undo. Man, I'm on fire today. Let's move this one here. So I can just even copy these two, yeah? Just copy. And then start adding these in. Paste. Find the... Did I do that wrong again? Yeah, I did. Look at that, man. My glasses suck. There we go. We'll try it. Third time's a charm. Okay, so there we go. Let's paste. Boom. Then we go into the next set here and paste. Boom. And so forth. So you can just, now I can grab a whole selection of these and copy again. Copy. And now I'll be pasting much more of them. Did I do that wrong again? I think I did. No, I didn't. We're good. So now when I hit play on these, see what I'm doing here? So this is another way to import samples without using any AUV3s. Can this get a bit chaotic? It can do. Yes, indeed. But it's what Kev does with the Desir stuff that he makes in all of his music pretty much. And if you've heard Kev's music, you will agree with me. What he does with drums is absolutely sick. So yeah, I can keep copying all these in. And then we can grab in a snare if we want. So I'm not going to go all the way through this. And now let's find an FMC snare. There it is. And we can drag this in here. Now where's our snare track? This is the snare track here. So I can bring this down and start matching these snares as well. All I've got to do is make a copy of it. And again, I'm going to alternate between tracks. And now that we have two in here, I can copy both of these and do pretty much the same thing. Go in, paste, and just keep pasting. Keep on pasting, keep on pasting. We'll do a couple more. We'll do it up until the kicks run out, I guess. Paste. And even now that you've got a whole bunch of them, you can actually grab all of these, do a copy, and then save heaps of time by just setting one there and pasting like that. And we are done. So now when I play these back, exactly, when you have to do a fill, it's a bit more difficult. But here's the thing, right? Once you get one song done with all of these in place, and I don't know how Kev does it. I think pretty much he has, because he's got all these in place. You can just remember, you can go out of a project and copy something. So say right now I wanted to save this project. I can save drum patterns like this and then go into a project, copy all these WAVs and import them from another project in here. So, but this is another way you can do it. So I'm just putting it out there to be aware. I'll show you what Kev does. Let's show you the results, all right? Because, so this is one of the tracks from our forthcoming album. And you can see, here's all the drums. Look at them all, man. Look, here's all so the top two are kicks. And then you've got snares here, so 2 tracks of snares. But when you listen to the finished product, what is the purpose on putting them on 2 tracks? Not necessarily something that you would do for making pop or rock music, because we're using blast beats. There's lots of metal here, so there's lots of fast kick drums going off together. So just to make sure that the tail end of kick drums don't cross each other and you're not cutting off another kick drum, yeah? That's the reason why. And I'll show you now, going back to the FMC project that we're in, of Up the Guts. So let's mute these tracks that we've done here. And so they're all on solid. Let's mute them all now. Let's mute all these drum tracks here. Let's just mute all this height. Cool, all muted. So now we just have our music. Sweet. Now I'm going to jump into Digistix and show you how I've added drums in here. Virtually, I've used the exact same samples that I've dragged in here, yeah? So all these samples that I've dragged in up here, I've just done it in Digistix. Is there a problem with Digistix and GarageBand? Yep, there is, unfortunately. Hopefully after this video I'm going to send this to Paul and see if maybe he can fix this. So, you know, that's another thing. I'm getting to that black covers. I'm showing today what I'm trying to do is show alternative routes. So to give you an idea, there's multiple ways you can play drums. I mean, the other way too is I can just jump over on my drum kit sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Drum kit's just sitting right there. But we're not doing that today because it's 6 a.m. in the morning and I can't be playing drums right now. Neighbours will hate my guts. Even though it's an electric drum kit, it's still going to be fucking loud. Let's go back here. So let's look at Digistix, how I've done this. So we'll unmute these and let's have a listen to these drums compared to the GarageBand drums. You'll hear the kicks and everything are much clearer. So none of these drums have had any processing, any effects put on them. These are utterly dry, so remember that. And as you can hear in the mix with all the rest of the tracks, go back to the start. Much more clarity happening with all the kicks. Now everything is separated here. I'm first going to go into the issue that I've run into using Digistix in GarageBand. I don't think this happens in other DAWs. I just think it's specific to GarageBand because all of us know there seems to be always some kind of issue with an app and AUV3 in GarageBand for some reason. For some reason there always is. So I'm going to just take this track here and just duplicate it. Now, in this brand new track down the bottom here, if I go into edit, touch on it and edit, and I want to put in some, I want to draw in some notes here, look what happens. So what do we do? I just want to, we'll get into the kit. So here's a Digistix 2. I've done a video on Digistix 2 if you want to go back and watch that. Now I've already got, I do believe, so I've already dragged in my samples here, but I will show you how to do it in here. Let's pull over. So this is the Files app. I've got it sitting, hovering over. I want to actually add another piece of the drum kit. I want to add this ride here. It's really easy to add instruments to this. So to kick off, to make a new drum kit, first let's show you that. To create a brand new drum kit in Digistix 2, you need to go up here to your bank, add it as an AUV3, so add it to your track in GarageBand. Click up the top, go to your default drum kits here. And let's just create. So just head over here and create a brand new drum kit. Sorry, we'll go into user. So you want to go into user. There we go. Fuck man, I'm doing well today. And once you're in your user bank, because that's the only place you can create drum kits, you click on this little hamburger icon here and click create new drum kit. It'll give you an option to create a name, blah, and create. And now you have all these sections here to actually add drums in. Let me just grab that kit. Where is it? So here it is. It's called blah. Now when I click on this, everything is set to 0 and there should be, I don't know why that's in there. That's bizarre. How did that get in there? How the fuck did that get in there? I can't even stop it. How do I stop it? That is so odd. There's I've not seen anything like this. Now, as you can see, there's an issue, man. There's... Wow, look at that. So I'm going to delete this. There we go. I have no idea why there's a musical... That's Ron's... That's Saigon Slick and the Boston Bard. Why the fuck would that be in there? This is GarageBand for you, folks. Sometimes it just is a fucking bag of shit. So, here we are. Wow. This is what you will get once you create a new drum kit. All these spaces are all... They should be empty, and they shouldn't have a Ron ready track in them. So, there you go. Bizarre. And how do you actually fill these kits up? So you open your Files app and you just drag stuff in, right? So if I want to add a kick, I just find the kick in my Files app. Where is the kick? Right there. And you grab it and drag it over the top of, and now that kick is in this pad. Now I want to grab a snare, drag it. Yep. Now we're building our own kit. So this is really cool. You can build your own kit, really easy to do, except for if you open it up and it's Ron ready for some reason. All right, what I'm going to do is go back to the kit I've already created, and hopefully all my pieces are still there. So this is my FMC kit that I've created, and I want to add in now an extra piece because I was missing a ride. So I'm going to grab this and just drag it over a space here. So I'm going to put it here. Yes. And you can even go in and name your pieces of your kit. So here's my ride. And down below here, you've got rename. So I'm going to change this to, we'll call this ride. And we'll call the other one down here a bell. Cool. So now we've got enough of a kit there, and this is what I'm using for FMC. Let's jump over here, and also so it's all locked into my MIDI keyboard here, so I can just play stuff in, yeah? Really easy, really easy. There's a trick to get the list of files to import view. I'll show you how to do it. So to bring up your Files app, to do that, you just drag up from the bottom, grab the Files app, and drag it up, and there you go. Now you can move it around your screen, and you can drag files into things, so you can pick them up and drag them wherever you like. Unfortunately, you can't just drag them into GarageBand into a track because GarageBand doesn't let you. It makes you use the Transfer Files app. And when you want to get rid of this, you just flick it off to the side. If you want to bring it back, just slide out. So there you go. Really cool. So now that we've got our kit here, I'm going to show you the other problem that I came across. Because I want to draw stuff in. I just want to draw stuff in, yeah? So normally I would just, we're locked on this track here. I would just click on it, hit edit, and I can touch along the side here, and I can normally go up the top and turn this on and just draw in. So let's find the kicks, and I could normally just click, and now it's working. What? Let's see. Man, this hasn't been working for days. I give up with iOS sometimes. All right, I'm going to open it up again and see if this happens, this issue that I've been having. So here's the kick. I'm going to now delete this kick and put it back. And now it's working. Fuck off. Fuck off! What's been happening for the last 2 days is every time I draw in something, it plays in reverse. I kid you not, and I'm going to try and it's got to recreate. How does it happen? Let's try this. So what I'm going to do is delete this, go back in here. I'm going to solo this track, and I'm just going to play some drums in and see what happens. Right, now that we've played some drums in using my keyboard, let's see if it's if it doesn't happen, I'm going to like smash something. Right, so let's now delete these, and I want to redraw them in. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. I swear, for the last 2 days, every time I've tried to do this, the sample has played in reverse. It's literally played in reverse, and I haven't been able to work out why it's been doing it. It's bizarre. Like, I've tried everything, but now it seems to be working. So forget everything I said. Hang on. Yep, it's fine now. Man, I give up. iOS, fuck you to hell. You're the most finicky bullshit thing ever. Make everything difficult. It's weird. I don't get it, Kim. All right, so let's now. So this is how easy it is to actually play your drums in here. Now that we have this all set up, you can actually. Let's get out of this. Close. So you can actually go record your drums if you want using the pads here. So I can hit record. So you can do it that way. So there's the drums. Or you can use a MIDI keyboard. Or with Digistix, you can use a drum kit as well, an electric drum kit. So the beautiful thing is too with this, the same method that I showed you at the beginning to record drums in using Digistix, you can then separate all the tracks like I have done above. We'll delete that. And we shall get out of this. And you'll see with my Digistix here, I have gone in and separated all of these tracks. See you later, Gary. Now you'll even hear with what I've done here. So we've got cymbals, we've got crashes here. I've got 3 crashes, and you'll notice I've split the crashes up over 3 tracks and done some hard panning. So when you listen to them, so we're going left to right and then a splash up the center. So getting creative with all of the hats, and that's easy enough to do as well. Just go in and mess around with your panning to make it sound like a real kit. And then we've got our hats, which are over slightly over this side. Cool bananas. So what I'm going to do now, I've turned my track into an absolute nightmare. I'm going to now go in to one of my other tracks and see what we can do. I think it is, I think it's Wank Snot Sandwich. So this song got finished yesterday as well. Or did I already open this one up? Yeah, so this is Wank Snot Sandwich. Right, so let's have a listen to it with the original guitar, the GarageBand drums. Here they are here. already much clickier, much more preferable for a death metal sound. So what I'm going to do now is start splitting up the Digistix stuff, and let's see if the reverse thing happens now. Hello Orchestra Eclipse. So once again, we've got Digistix tracks, extra ones here ready to go. I've just duplicated these out. So now I'm going to edit this particular one here, because this has kicks and snares, and we're going to leave the kicks again, and we're going to go in and grab all these kicks, set our marker at the first kick, and we're going to cut this out. Now in our second track below, we're going to go in here and hit edit, and now just touch the screen and paste these in, and these snares all should now be in the second track. So now we've got total control over the song. So we need some hats, yeah? Need some hats. Hello. See you later, Adam. Have a good day. I nearly said hello. What the hell is going on? Right, so we need some hats in here. So what I'm going to do now is get into Digistix and find our hats, which are... Here are our open hats. And let's see, and just hit record, and we'll see if we can record some hats in. I would help if I was in time. So stop there, because I'm going to put a ride in this section. All right, let's open this up. Now you can see I'm not incredibly in time here, but we can quantize this. Or now let's see if this thing's still working. I'm going to turn on the edit thing and delete and then paste. Fuck me dead. Why is it working now? It's unbelievable, man. All right, let's try quantizing these and see if it puts them all into place. Man, that is so bizarre. I swear, it's like working with animals and children and iOS. Add iOS into that. So let's hit a quantize. Happy days, right? You can get as anal as me if you want, because it's death metal and I want it precise, and this is a joke band and I want everything to kind of be stupidly like tight, that's almost like a robot, and it shouldn't work like that. You can do this. So it's now that we know it's working, I can click off these and just... Now it's happening. See? The reverse. Why is that? Oh, man. GarageBand, you'll be the death of me. So there you go. It's happening now. So this is what I've had to deal with for the last few days, with this incredibly annoying reverse every time I paste in these. And I don't know, it must be some Digistix issue. So what I'm going to do now is copy these and just paste them in. Right, so now I can go, where are we? Let's just remove all this stuff. Unbelievable, man. Isn't it? Just unbelievable. GarageBand. I'm going to ask, I'm definitely going to send this to Paul from Four Pockets and see if he can find out why it does it. So now I can just copy and paste these in. This is how I've been putting together my drums for the last few days, just having to copy and paste everything in. Get to a certain point, copy these, once you've got a larger amount of hats. And we can just copy these last 4. Cool. Now they're all in there. Boom. Right, so now we're into this section here. I'm pretty sure it starts here. So it kicks off here as the next riff. And now I want to put some rides in. So we're going to go into the next track. Boom. What do we want? I actually want my correct drum kit. That would help. So we've got a ride here. I'm just going to bring the volume down a bit. And now I'm going to play this ride in here. So we'll do that again, double time it. Sweet. Now to be really anal again, I'm going to go in, edit this, because I want everything to be even, but of course we can't do it because if I do this, that one works, but let's see if the next one works. No, it's gone reverse again. Look at that. Oh, brother. God damn, help me. Okay. So we'll copy this. We'll put in 4 of these, or we'll put in a bunch of these. This is the price you pay, painstaking, and but the end result, of course, for this particular album is going to be a machine, and that's what we want. So we can now grab all these, fuck them off, copy, and then just paste all these in. And now at least we have a full set of rides happening there. So if we go back and play that, and then we can start adding. Right, so now we can go in here because we've already done these these hi-hats. We can copy this and just copy paste. Paste. So clearly this section here is much faster. So I'm going to split this up. Boom, split. And I'm going to double these up. So let's jump in here. And you can see we're split by the little top here, which says Digistix. And what I'm going to do with all of these is copy them all. Yeah, exactly. No chance of reverse with Kevs. And I'm just going to shrink these down to that size. But here's the fun bit, right? Because copy and paste is your friend. Now I can just go in here, select all of these, copy them, and then just move to the next line and paste them all in. So now we've got now we have a change here. I think it's there. So we can now just make sure. Yep. So now we can split this. Split. We can delete these. We don't need it anymore. And we can now copy in these rides here. And that should be the entire song. All we got to do now is make sure the last one. So here's our last hit. So now we can remove this to there. And this should work. Cool. Now, here's where it gets interesting and a bit more painstaking, yeah? Because we want to add cymbals. Now, you've got to create realism with your cymbals. You can't just add cymbals. So think about a drum kit. Drummer's playing, right? Using a hi-hat and then hitting a cymbal. You can't have three things being hit at the same time because people don't have three arms. They have two arms, right? So if I'm going to add some cymbals in here, you have to then, which I will show you, go in and remove certain things from what you've already created. Yeah. So like the ride. So if I'm hitting a ride and a snare at the same time, you have to make sure the hands are only doing two things at one time. It just adds realism. You want to try and make it as real sounding as possible. If you've got a drummer doing things that needs four hands, it's going to sound stupid. So let's jump in now and add some cymbals. So where are my cymbals? I need to grab my kit, my FMC kit. We'll turn down the volume of these cymbals. So I have 3 cymbals here. So I've got 2 crashes. So let's go in and do this. I'm going to alternate the actual alternate these. See you later, orchestra. Okie dokie. So let's do this. I'm going to go back to the start and just make sure I've got my and you'll see on the keyboard here I'm going to alternate between cymbal hits. Okay, so that's enough for now. The beautiful thing is now we can go in and remove what we want, keep what we want, and then start splitting them up. Let's do that now, because these are going to be all over the place. We're going to use this one as a kind of yardstick. I'm going to copy this, and let's go in and remove some of these. Now I'm going to paste this in here and move it up. We'll just shrink this. Okay, so now when we go into the start, we can start doing the same for these. Lots of cymbals. Now the reason I'm repasting all these in is just for consistency. I think that was the right place. I think I'm out a little bit there. Right, now that we just have these first ones in, let's make sure everything's right. You'll notice, let's just focus on this first section here. Go back to full screen and show you what I'm going to do here. So we have our hi-hats. I'm going to bring these cymbals up to our hi-hats. And the beautiful thing about GarageBand, yeah, we can see what's being played at the same time, right? So for this first hit, nobody is going to be able to, in their humanly, there's no way you can possibly do this. Hit, I guess it's a kick, so you probably could do it, but you're not going to. A hi-hat and cymbals and a kick at the same time. You're going to ride off with a cymbal. So what I can do now is take this hi-hat section and just take out that first hat. And then anything else that's riding alongside the cymbals, like this one here, I can edit. Oops, didn't want to edit. And this is super painstaking, yeah? Now I've split that, and I can stretch that out here. I can split this one. But I'm incredibly anal with this stuff. And I can take out this one here. So now when it's played, so you can see here and here, if we just play the hi-hats and cymbals, I know the rest of that's out of time. Let's take out those kicks. So they're alternating, yeah? So they're actually making it sound like it's a real drummer. So hitting a crash, crash. So yeah, crash, 2, 3, 4, crash, crash, 2, crash. Got to get inside the drummer's head if you're trying to do this. And you know, you're never guaranteed to make these samples sound exactly like a drummer. Somebody's going to sit there and nitpick and go, no, it was all done with samples. But this is the kind of thing that takes it to the next level and helps you believe as much as you possibly can that it is a real drummer. But this is the kind of thing that you know, I'm going to do with all these songs. Go through and do all of this to make them all sound decent. So we'll jump out of this for now. At least I've got a start on that. I don't want to bore you too much with all of that because it can be quite full on. What other songs do we have here? Have I finished this one? Crusty Cunt? I don't think so. So let's make a start on this quickly. I'm going to add a new track in here, and I'm going to choose from Audio Units, Digistix 2, and go into my bank here, choose User and FMC, because all my samples are already saved in there if I scroll through. Here they all are. Everything's all in there, so that makes it nice and easy. What am I playing here on the drums? Cool, I'm just going to remove these GarageBand drums because they're quite crappy. I'm using a metronome with a hi-hat. Cool, and just start playing some drums in and see what happens. Sweet. Now again, remember, like with any drums that you program in here, whenever you do this, go over to your track settings and check, because quantization in this case is turned off. Let's see what happens when I turn it on. Doesn't help. See, that's why I don't use quantization. So now I can go in here and actually mess with these, get the actual beat going that I want. And again, you can see everything's a little bit off time, and you know, you can keep stuff like that if you want, but because this is metal and I want it precise, I'm going to let's just redraw this in. So I'm going to change the size of this. I'm going to go and change the velocity and then copy it, go back to the start, paste, and now we've got the beginning of our kicks. And again, I can remove this here and just paste in and move into place. Super easy, yeah? Well, not super easy, I guess. It all depends on, you know, how precise you want stuff to be. Again, this one's out of place, but this is how I'm going to do all this to make sure it is as tight as possible, because playing a keyboard for me and putting drums in is a pain in the ass. I'm better actually on a drum kit, but some of this stuff's way too fast for me to play. And again, I'm just moving these into place, copy pasting. You don't have to copy paste. I can actually go in and just stretch these and then just change the velocity of each of them to make sure they're all good. So there's multiple ways you can do this. Let's bring that one in here. Now, if we play from the start, so there you go. That is how I'm doing my drums in here. Again, taking time, but it's up to you if you want to like move away from the auto drummer. It's not that hard. Like the other beautiful thing is too, if we make another Digistix track, and we'll mute this and go in here, and you can just record over the top. So I can just do the start of this. So now I can actually go back and play over the top of this, I'm pretty sure all my settings are right. Just make sure to do so, you go into recording and make sure all these are on. So now you can actually play over the top. And you can see it's added all of those pieces into this project. And you can see I've added those in there. So all those hats are in there. And then if I want to go back and add cymbals, again, I can record over the top and hit record. And then when we double click, we've got cymbals in there as well. So you don't have to be a sick ass drummer, man. You don't have to do it. You can actually just keep playing over the top and adding the bits and building on top. And then as you go back to the start of the video, then you can split these tracks out and take the kicks out, create a new track, take the drums out, which we did at the beginning of the show. As I said, there's a link in the description to grab the samples that I've been using today. So go and download it. It's free. There's a gigabyte of acoustic samples in there. There's heaps, man. From Zildjian cymbals, pasty cymbals. There's, Pearl kicks and snares. So there's some really amazing sounds in there. So it's in the description if you want to go grab it. What other FMC songs are there that I haven't finished yet? So we've got 7 songs now. 7 songs, holy shit. Community Colostomy Bag. As you can see, I haven't done the drums. I haven't done the Digistix drums for this yet either. There's that song. What else do we have that haven't gone through? Suck the Mustard. I don't think I've done new... Oh, yeah, maybe I have. No, I haven't. So Suck the Mustard is here as well, ready to have new drums in. These are the GarageBand drums. So pretty much all 7 songs are finished. Like it's got their structure. They're all completely written now. Placenta Pancakes and Puke is pretty... This one's... Let's go through this one. So I wrote the vocals for this yesterday. The chorus goes, yummy for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose, placenta, pancakes, and puke. I'll show you how it goes. I'll show you some vocals for it. Ooh, let's put on that. What have we got here? Okay, let's give you a sample of this. I'll just check what this track is. That was the original drum track. Okay.
Yummy for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose. Center pancakes and puke. Yummy for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose. The center pancakes and puke. Now you won't die. Yummy for the ultimate day, you won't die. Now you won't die, and you never die. Now you won't die. Yummy for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose. The center pancakes and puke. Yummy for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose. The center pancakes and puke. Yummy for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose. The center pancakes and puke. Yummy for my tummy, you've got nothing to lose. The center pancakes and puke.
Bye, Seba. Yeah, so there we go. That is Placenta, Pancakes, and Puke. Good times. So Up the Guts is done. Up the Guns. Up the Guts. I really hate that these songs are catchy. That's the point, Audible. That is the point. I'm going to make these as ridiculously catchy as possible. So Placenta Pancakes, that was Placenta Pancakes. Crusty Cunts, still going. Colostomy. So, and back here, so this is, we'll go through Snorting My Rapist Ashes one more time. This is definitely a black metal song.
Snorting my rapist ashes make me feel so good inside. I want to go.
29 seconds. It's saying it's not available. That's interesting. Let me check on that while we're in the stream. I shall copy and paste. Maybe I have Google Drive sharing. Copy and paste. That's funny. It's coming up for me, so it's shared. It came up for me just then, so I don't know. So it's through Gmail. I can check that the sharing is turned on. Yep, anyone with this link can get it. So it is set to. It says the samples are unavailable. It's in a zip file. You need to unzip it. Be jamming since birth. So you need to unzip the file. It's a gigabyte. So you actually need to unzip the file. So move it to your Files app. And then in your Files app, hit select and then uncompress. So you need to uncompress the zip file. It won't allow you to open it until it's unzipped. It will come up as unspecified file type inside of Gmail. So you need to download it into your Files app if you're doing it on your iPad, and then unzip it, or on a computer, download it, unzip it, and then drag the folder across onto your iPad. That is the way to do it. Cool. So these are the songs. By the next time we look at this, which will be next week, because I'm not doing another show on the Songtember for me until next week, I will have a complete set of songs, all with their parts. It won't make a copy of the zip. Yeah, I don't know how to help you, because if I do it now, where's the link? Do I have to jump into my show? Let's go. We're going to get Inception. Stop Inception. So here's the link here. Click on the thing. Open in Safari. Opens in here. Open in. It's probably going to take a while because it's a gigabyte. And then once open in has happened, I should be able to save it to my Files app. Let's hopefully it comes down fast. Because yeah, I've had lots of other people download it and not have any problems, so I don't know why that is. Should be able to just double click and tap on it in the files and expand. No, that's what I thought as well. We'll let this go do its thing. So what else is coming up tomorrow? So tomorrow we are looking at branding. So it's another Wart special. And tomorrow I'm going to go through branding, colors, icons, matching your branding across all of your social networks so everything looks the same, everything looks lovely. That's the most important thing. And I'm going to be talking about thinking outside the box to create different kind of things with your branding. So as you'll see up the top here, I have over there, up the top above the live chat, there is a QR code. So if I now take my iPhone and then point it at this QR code. So I've got my iPhone. I'm going to point it up at my TV screen, which I can see the QR code. And you should see there, it's come up with open howtoapponIOS.com. So these are really cool things you can actually put on your website, like QR codes. And I'm going to show you a really cool app that's free that lets you make QR codes, barcodes. So we'll look at that tomorrow as well. That's what we have planned for tomorrow. So if you don't want to miss out on talking about branding and trying to make your website and your social media, if you use Bandcamp, creating banners that look the same as like if you are using Reverb Nation or Bandcamp or like SoundCloud, making banners, make the colors and everything look all similar. So that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. So hopefully you'll join me for that. I can't remember what I'm doing on the day after that. It's going to be some sort of app. Yeah, and Patreon this week, I've got giveaways for Pockets apps. So that's going to be fun. And mastering your songs as well. See, this is taking forever because it's a gigabyte. But it should work. I've done it a million times. The other way is I'm going to cancel this because it's just taking way too long. But yeah, I've done it a million times. It should work. I don't know why it's not working for you. The other thing too, it depends. Yeah, make sure you're opening. Oh yeah, so God, I'm losing the plot today. I think I need to go back to bed. Fun times, yeah, fun times. Alrighty, I think that's enough for today. I hope you're all having a good time with your Songtember songs. I hope you're not stressing or anything like that. If you are stressing, take a break, go for a walk, go do something else, have some fun, play some video games, read a book, do something awesome. Be jamming since birth. Fantastic, you got it working. So yeah, if you are stressing out about Songtember, take a break. Do something fun for yourself. Go make yourself a yummy pasta or something like that and come back to it a little bit later, yeah? No problems. Hey, Dean, good to see you. I didn't realize you were there. So, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for the Wart series on branding. Have a good one, folks. Be kind to yourselves. I sound like Pete Johns. No, don't do that. No, yes, be kind to each other. Oh, God. Do the things that make you happy. Make mistakes. They make you better. And I'll see you tomorrow because we all rise together. Oh, yeah. Boom. Yummy for my tummy. There's nothing to lose. Placenta pancakes and puke. Yummy for my tummy. I've got nothing to lose. Placenta, pancakes, and puke. Yummy for my tummy. I've got nothing to lose. Placenta, pancakes, and puke. Blech!